Okay, today 27th day of June 2018 and we are in Kiev, the capital of Ukraine, and we are in the Institute of Zoology of National Academy of Sciences in Kiev, and today we have a very brief, very short training about preparation of microscopic slides for the study of tiny objects like a Trichogramma and other chalcid wasps, which are very small, about half of millimeter or 1 millimeter. So today I will show how to make preparation for slides, how to make slides of Trichogramma. And here on Microscope we already took some pictures, so we have pictures of a genitalia of a Trichogramma, but this we will show you on next video near another microscope. Today we just will show how to make these tiny microscopic slides. These microscopic slides on glasses, on these slides. So usually I put here small cover slips on this slide, and it can be 2 or 4 tiny microscopic cover slips, about 7 millimeters on 7 millimeters. And under cover slip will be the body of Trichogramma, because we need to watch Trichogramma under the binocular microscope, but this is another room. Here, with this microscope, I will do just preparation of slide. And how we will do it? For that, first of all, we need to receive Trichogramma. Trichogramma can be reared from eggs of different insects, and of course can be collected with the different traps. So sometimes we receive special samples from biological laboratories, like these glasses, or sometimes they can be inside small packages, paper packages, and inside will be hatched Trichogramma, already living or later dying. So we don't need living Trichogramma, we need died Trichogramma, dead bodies. It's easy to keep Trichogramma in these small plastic tubes with diameter maybe 5 millimeters. So easy to put it on pin and put a label, and so this tiny pin can be easily stored in your box for next study later. Because this glass is very big, but this pin with this small tube is very small. Easy to put here Trichogramma, even a small sample. Okay, because Trichogramma is very small. Okay, let's start. Today I have here samples in these 2 jars, for example. And what do I need? I need a brush, and of course I need some different liquids in small glasses here. I have a small petri dishes here. I have a small petri dishes about diameter maybe 3 centimeters, because Trichogramma is small and parasitoids are very small. I don't need big petri dishes. Small sample, small petri dish. So we start from the liquid of potassium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, and we need to fill our petri dish with potassium. So put here potassium with this small equipment, because we need not too many potassium, just a little bit like this. So we put here. The concentration is not very important, maybe about 10% potassium will be okay, fine. So, and be careful with potassium, because this is aggressive agent, a little bit dangerous for skin. Okay, and then I take off my glasses. I need to check sample of Trichogramma. Take a brush, and with a brush I take sample of Trichogramma. Trichogramma small, so I select maybe 50 or 100 specimens, individuals in the petri dish. Sometimes they fall down, they're very small. Be careful. And of course, inside petri dish, will dissolve and we will macerate inside potassium, because we need to make clear the body of Trichogramma, because on that body you cannot see anything. On tiny macerated and cleaned body of Trichogramma will be easy to see details of morphology. So okay, we put the potassium, we close our sample. Sometimes if it is living we are escaping, so that sample is better. Destroy here small bodies. Okay, insects inside potassium, so close it and take a paper and write the label that this is potassium hydroxide and this is sample number, okay, sample number what? 7. Sample number 7. This is very important. Don't miss the sample. And this is potassium. Be careful. So I put potassium for 1 day or 2 days. So the body of Trichogramma will be increasing, swallowing, and inside all these muscles inside Trichogramma will be dissolved. So the body will be not dark, but body will be brown and light, very light. So after that, after 1 or 2 days, or maybe 3 days sometimes, we can take bodies out of this liquid. And how we do it? So we use again next petri dish. I already have a sample which already macerated, and if you see inside, all bodies light brown, so they are nearly transparent. If you keep them longer time, longer than 2 days, they will be fully transparent, not very good. So good 1-2 days, so they will be light brown. With a special pin like a tiny spoon here, I take bodies of Trichogramma under microscope, better under microscope, because I need to select only males, and move them from from this potassium hydroxide. Take bodies and put inside water. Take bodies and put inside water. Take bodies and put inside water. Sometimes it is difficult because Trichogramma is very small, you must be very careful, and with pin move them from potassium one by one, or even using two pins. Take them from potassium. Well, sometimes they are moving, not easy to take them, and you need to select. You don't need females. You need to take only males. Take the body, put in water. Take the body, not very easy sometimes. Take the body, put in water. So in water, bodies of Trichogramma will be cleaning. Because potassium is a very aggressive subject. Very aggressive and making crystals. But in water, Trichogramma or other insect, other chalcid wasp, or maybe other small insect, will be cleaning, will be washed. So we wash it in water, maybe 15-10 minutes, good enough. So, for example, I already washed in this sample. Okay, and they are floating on surface of water. They are not usually falling down. They are usually just on the surface. Yes, which one? Okay, this is, don't miss samples. For example, I put here water, so they are floating here, and again here, this sample you can use maybe during 1-2 days or maybe a week, because they will not be destroyed. But if you keep insects in water, finally they will be destroyed. So that's why you cannot keep insects in water. They will be destroyed. They will be just fully macerated and fully destroyed. So what's next? Next sample, next stage of our study is preparation of slide. So we need to take slide like this, glass slide. So you can buy it in different countries. You can buy it in China, in Japan, very high quality. And of course, in any case, you need to get, for example, this from the box. So you need to take this slide. You take the slide, but in any case, quality can be different. So first of all, you need to clean the glass. Clean this slide very carefully, maybe with alcohol or with just briefing like this. So you are cleaning the slide. This is very important because sometimes on the surface will be like a milk, and with a good microscope you will see a lot of dust. Now this is not very good. This is awful. So cleaning very important. And second stage, you need to put here two labels. Two labels, this is obligation, I guess. Obligation, because on these labels you will write the name, what did you study, you will write the label where it was collected, and also in the small angle here, I always write the number of slide. Not now, here it's written already in computer, printed Trichogramma. Here nothing, because I will write here. Or you can put here another label. And number of slide, very important. Because if you are making different slides, you will have many slides. So this is not finished yet. I need to put here labels. Okay, I put labels. And what's the next stage? Next stage, I will use this glass slide and put here. But next stage, I must use special liquid for preparation of my slide. And what kind of liquid? Where is my liquid? Not in this box, not in this box. Yes, it's here. So, and what is this liquid? This liquid is already prepared before, because this I keep it in a small jar, because I don't need too much. It's not very dangerous. You can even brief it. So I keep it in small jars, because when you're making slides, you need only to use one small drop on your slide. So, and the name of this liquid is called liquid of Fors. Fors is a French, I guess, scientist who invented this special liquid. And what is inside this liquid? Inside this liquid we have distillated water, and this is liquid water soluble liquid. So you can move insects directly from water inside this liquid on glass slide without alcohol. Inside, okay, distillated water, Hume Arab crystallic, okay, distillated water 100 grams, Hume Arabic crystallated 60 grams, then chloral hydrate 400 grams, and glycerin, clean glycerin 40 grams. So all these materials we just mix inside special jar, and after that you will get Fors liquid. This is special liquid for making microscopic slides. People, entomologists and acarologists as well, especially acarologists, they have a small material, they use this material. And then I use my stick, with small wooden stick. I take a small drop of this liquid and put inside, not inside, on the top of my glass. Not very big drop, maybe 7 millimeters. just very small drop. And then finally I need to take Trichogramma. So this liquid is not drying very quickly, drying slowly, but still you need to be very careful, because next stage is taking Trichogramma from your sample, from here. Okay, your Trichogramma or maybe other parasitoids inside water here. So inside small petri dish in water and floating on water. So you don't need to take all insects, because here maybe 100 insects. I must be very careful. I'm looking in microscope and I'm selecting the best individuals. If this is Trichogramma, and this is a difficult process, because I don't need to take females. Again, I need to take only males. I need to use my pin, again like a spoon, and carefully I'm taking okay, some individuals and move them inside this drop of 4, liquid of 4. Okay, put in this small tiny drop of liquid on covers on glass. So drop of liquid of 4 on glass. Okay, I put here 2 individuals. For Trichogramma I can use maybe 4 individuals, because they are very small. Sometimes 2 enough, 2 individuals can be enough. The most important to take them carefully from the sample and put inside this drop, because this is a careful process. You must be careful. Don't destroy the body. Don't destroy the body. Again, I look here inside and select males, and again put inside liquid. Okay, I have 4 individuals, and later, then next stage, I must look inside what did I collect here. And here insects were floating inside this liquid. So I must be careful, I must make orientation of them. What does it mean, orientation? Because they are floating in different positions. Dorsal, ventral, lateral position, because they are from water and this is a new liquid, and they are still accepting new liquid, so they are floating. But most important, we need to make orientation. We need to put them on the back. It means dorsal part of body will be upward, so they are laying like this, just on the back. So ventral part of the body will be up, of body of Trichogramma. So I make orientation with 2 small pins, very tiny pins, the smallest on these wooden sticks. Must be very careful, because insects very small, pins very small. Okay, I'm making orientation. Sometimes it is difficult. Now I am in a hurry, but still I try to make orientation. Okay, liquid is still soluble and easy. It's not still drying, because this is water soluble liquid and drying slowly. This is advantage. This is not Canada balsam, but in Canada balsam you must be doing this very quickly. But I show you a more simple way. Okay, I made orientation. More or less they're all turned on back. More or less. Okay, because sometimes we are moving. Then I take forceps and I need to take small small cover slips. Usually cover slips very big, maybe 2 centimeters on 2 centimeters, like this. This is not good. If you put this big cover slip, insects will be completely smashed and destroyed, because cover slip is very heavy. You need to cut it. I use a special cut, and I cut the cover slip on 4 parts, or maybe sometimes on 9 parts. On tiny 9 parts, it's about 7 millimeters to 7 millimeters. So big cover slip not good. If I put it only one cover slip, enough. If I use small cover slips, I can put several of them. So I take this cover slip, again clean cover slip, because I must to clean this cover slip slowly, because dust is very important part. You don't need dust, you must clean it carefully. Okay, good. And then with forceps I put it on the liquid, on insects. Well, cover slip is fall down and cover my insects, my Trichogramma. They are turning, but some of them, hopefully, they will be just on back. So it means all ventral part will be up. This is very important, because we need to watch details from ventral part. If insects on lateral body, lateral direction, they are useless. They are very, very bad position, they are useless. You cannot see details of genitalia, only if ventral part up. So that's all. So I put cover slip, and now it's ready. Now we need to wait. If you are in a hurry, we can see it immediately under microscope, no problem. But must be careful, because it is liquid and it's movable. Because if you touch it with a forceps or with objective, it will be moving. So don't touch it, because you must dry it. If you have special climate camera, you can put it in climate camera and dry for 2-3 days. So this all part